डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी.
Hello friends. In the paper 3 of Media Occupations and Functions of Master's Program in Journalism and Mass Communication, let us move forward to the 11th unit of the paper, which talks about public relations and corporate communications. Now, if we talk about corporate relations and public relations and corporate communications, let us see that how it works or what it is about. Now, public relations, you can see as in the picture, it has many areas, right? Now, PR and corporate communications both have evolved into a crucial part of modern media. Every business, small, medium, or big, employ PR tactics to make its presence felt. Communication these days, with onset of social media, has become more democratic and more easy to access directly to the end customers has made PR and corp communications. Now, an abbreviated usage is more popular these days, exciting and challenging also. It can be a satisfying job for those who enjoy strategizing and communications. Now, what are the objectives of this unit? The objectives of this unit are to give students an overview of the PR corporate communications industry, to prepare students for holistic approach in PR and communication, to impart training in strategies when client faces any crisis so that they can understand or they can come out of it. On the completion of this unit, you will be able to be absorbed in the role of PR manager or corporate communications executive, form basic troubleshooting and firefighting strategies in a PR crisis, find a niche as an entrepreneur as well. Let us begin with the introduction to the term public relations. It is a method in which organizations and companies, especially the individuals, celebrities, mainly communicate with the people through media, both traditional and social as well. In other words, the practice of maintaining a healthy relationship with the organization, compared individuals, and its target audience, employees, stakeholders, investors, banks, is called public relation. PR activities ensures the correct flow of information between the organization as well as the target audience also. There are specialized PR firms which are employed by the organizations and companies if they want to convey any new project or their point of view on any topic or disseminate any information to the media and the public. This is done usually through press releases, press conferences, seminars, organization websites, and social media platforms. The main aim of PR is to create a good public perception. Usually, companies think of PR when there is a full-blown crisis like Nestle had with the Maggi case of allegedly failing food standards in 2015. Cadbury with its worm-infested chocolate in the early 2000s, and Vedanta Resources regularized with the controversy in Odisha and Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu. The Public Relations Society of America defines public relations as we look in the PPT, it anticipating analysis and interpreting public opinion, attitudes and issues that might impact or for good life or ill, the operations and plans of the organization. Counseling management at all levels in the organization with regard to policy decisions, courses of actions and communication, taking into account the public ramifications and the organization's social and citizenship responsibilities. Research, conducting and evaluating on the continuing basis programs of action and communication to achieve the informed public understanding necessary to the success of an organization's aim. These may include marketing, financial fundraising, employee, community or government relations and other programs as well. Now, planning and implementing the organization's effort to influence or change the public policy, setting objectives, planning, budgeting, recruiting, and staff training, developing facilities in short, managing the resources need to perform at all of the above. A PR specialist or firm helps them to create and maintain a good reputation among both the media and the customers by communicating in their behalf and presenting their products, services, and the overall operations in the best light possible. A positive public image creates a strong relationship with the customers in turn, which increases the sales. It is all about increasing the sales every time. Many journalists with many years of experience and a vast network of friends amongst journalists opt for their second innings, a switch over to PR. Companies like to hire them because of the access they have to the media and also because they should be able to pitch a story when there is one. In India, a central publicity board set up by British colonial government during the First World War, that is between 1914 to 1918, is recorded in authoritative textbook on PR as the first organized PR information setup. It subsequently became the Central Bureau of Information and is now called as the Bureau of Public Information. In the private sector, it was the JRD headed Tata Group that was the first in 1943 to have a full-fledged PR department, which was helmed by parliamentarian Minu Masani. Now, what are the components of advertisement? Components, many industries, many companies these days outsource the functions of public relations. An external agency is choosing to represent the company for PR activities. There are some companies which still have in-house PR departments also. Now, clear communication objectives have been set by the PR department, and that should include the target audience, which could range from shareholders, employees, bankers, investors to general public and the form in which the information will be shared. Whether through press release, by holding a press conference or an exclusive interview to a journalist of a leading publication. For any PR to be successful, budgets would be allocated and the campaigns have to be constantly planned. They have to continue. Campaign messages are more important component to be planned or of any kind of plan. They communicate the information that helps influence the target audience. The heart of PR is not to sell any product, but to create a positive image of the company and improve it on and on. To repeat, it is the deliberate, planned, and sustained effort to establish and maintain mutual understanding between an organization and its stakeholders, because both are very much important. Now, effective PR requires a knowledge based on analysis and understanding of all the factors that influence people attitudes towards organization. While a specific public relation project or campaign may be undertaken proactively or reactively to manage some sort of image crisis, the first basic step is to either case involves analysis and research to identify all the relevant factors of the situation. In the first step, the organization gains an understanding of its various constituencies and the key factors that are influencing the perception of organization. In the second step, the organization establishes an overall policy with respect to the campaign. This involves defining goals, desired outcomes, as well as the constraint under which the campaign will operate. It is necessary to establish such policy guidelines in order to evaluate proposed strategies and tactics, as well as the overall success of the campaign. Now, in the third step, the organization outlines its strategies and tactics using its knowledge of the target audiences and its own established policies. The organization develops specific programs to achieve the desired objectives. The fourth step involves actual communication with the targeted people. The organization then employs specific PR techniques such as press conference, even the social media messaging works, or special events are planned to reach to the intended audience so that they can communicate with them. And finally, the organization receives its feedback from the public. How they have reacted to the PR campaign. Are there some unexpected developments? In the final step, the organization, now armed with the feedback, introspects, and any necessary actions or adjustments are done. Now, what is a PR agency and what does it do? Why agencies are required? PR agencies and advertising agencies have the same objective, and that is to make the organization, company, product, celebrity look good in the eyes of the public. Both aim for the clients to be seen as important, successful, and relevant. But there, the similarity ends. PR agencies promote through editorial coverage, while advertising agencies promote through the advertorials based on paid news or advertisements. The layperson views advertising with skepticism, knowing well that it is a paid for. PR works through the articles and publications or client participating in TV debates or interviews is seen as more credible because of the third party or objective validation that a press coverage provides. PR agencies mainly communicate through press release. So, the agencies has to draft the release and get it approved by the organization or the company and send it to the media publication and outlets. Client service would include writing speeches for the top management, conceptualize the events for public outreach, execute them, social media initiatives, conduct market research whenever required to gauge public perceptions, and of course, firefight and offer media strategies at the time of crisis. Now, effective publicists have great relationships with many different journalists in many different industries. Many PR professionals are former journalists also, so they know the optimum ways to pitch a story and to reach to the editors and reporters. Since they are not employees of the firm that hires them, they can give an honest outsider view of the firm and the potential for what the story ideas work. The relationship between the client and agency should not be passive. Clients should inform the agencies what messages they would like to promote and make suggestions on where they would like to appear and so on. Because again, it is very much important. Very few stories make the front page of the New York Times. But with a media atmosphere that includes blogs, websites, TV shows, magazines, and the other media that evolves every day, a good PR agency helps clients increase their visibility via increased recognition on as many respected editorial platforms as possible. Long-term PR can be an investment in the brand and the visibility of a firm or individual that results in increased recognition and reputation. When conducting outreach, PR agencies are responsible for coordinating interviews, sourcing quotes, sending the product, and answering any queries or questions the media might have. Securing and maintaining positive relationships with members of the media is a crucial part of working in the PR industry and can make or break your success. When strong connections are made, PR agencies not only maximize the chances of coverage but also build a positive reputation with the media community as well. Now, career opportunities in PR entrepreneur PR agency. Now, how the career opportunities are working? What are the career opportunities? Setting up of agency is a great way of having long-term sustainable career in PR. It is of course easier than said than done. Before starting one's own PR agency, there are several factors that should be considered. One has to have oneself for honestly many questions they have to ask to themselves. Like, do you want to bootstrap or look for investors in agency? Investments could be huge for a PR agency. You need office space, however small or big, furniture, equipments, hardware and softwares. You have to decide how much of your money are you willing to set aside for an entrepreneurial venture. Second question is, it requires investment of time and resources in accounting, operations, client servicing, business development, and general management. Do you have the talent, patience, and hard work that the business needs? After years of probably excelling as PR professional, a switch over to having one's own business means you have to fill into the many roles. Chasing the clients for payments, signing up contracts with new clients, dealing with the employees, managing finances too. Of course, the core job of providing excellent services to the clients. You may not have to do all these functions, but you have to be aware and be on the top of the game in all the aspects. You are pretty much alone if you are the sole proprietorship or of your enterprise, and the buck stops with you. You should be used to taking decisions on your own, at least initially, and look for inputs when you have a team in place. Third is, how do you project and price yourself? You need to have a good knowledge about the industry and the unique need or gap you are addressing. After all, a crowded marketplace where established players already ahead of the game are there, and newer entrants innovating at the front lines of the technology and process. You will have to stand up in the competition, and there are zillions of them. You should not price yourself out of the market. You have to both work and price strategies. Once you have carved out the niche and curated the clients that fit to your work philosophy, pricing is the most crucial step. Digging into one's own experience, researching again, and networking help a lot in determining a pricing strategy. Now, writers in PR agency, what are the writers doing and how the skill and career, what is the career of writers? PR has twin aims of building and protecting a brand, company, individual, or opportunities that can be split into sections. Building the brand of a careers in content creating, social media promotions and management, media relationships, financial communications, press liaison, brand production, essential revolves around crisis and reputation management and reputation also. Now, these writers, who are they? So, they are like journalists, need to have an impeccable language. In fact, PR writers have to be extra careful about their wordings because journalists will roast any bad copy of landing in their inbox. PR writers do not always have the luxury of sub-editor correcting their copies. They have to do everything together. Now, PR writers' job is all the more difficult because they have to write effectively, making their pitch to easy to understand and yet engaging enough to impress the journalists also and increase the probability of it making it to the newspaper or any other publication or media outlet, which is the ultimate aim, where they want it to be publicized. Planning the pitch with regards to the objectives, the target audience and the list of publications that could achieve these for you is a good beginning. It always helps if the journalists are subtly navigated to the relevance of the pitch in the bigger context. So the storytelling by the PR writer has to be spot on to make the central point stand out as effectively and rapidly as possible. The career marketplace is always looking for good writers in both PR and journalism as well. PR specialist is usually required to have relevant type of and level of education such as bachelor's degree in communications or journalism. PR specialist needs certain skills like they are acquired through additional education and training programs also. In the first place, including excellent writers and writing skills and verbal communication skills are required, but a PR specialist must also know to work under the pressure and be able to field a variety of questions, including unpleasant ones also. For example, if client is under a public or viral attack a PR professional needs to establish a control over the situation, contain the damage, and protect or restore the client's good reputation. So, this is very much important when we talk about PR writing. Writing, as we all know, it is a challenge for all of us, friends. So, public relation writing skill or career opportunities in writing are very much bright with your effective verbal communication and good communication skills in writing also. So, dear learners, today we have learnt about public relations and the communication techniques which are required, how it works, what are the advantages, how the public relation agencies are working, what is its requirement, why it is essential in any company. In the next session, we'll discuss more about corporate communications and the other part of the unit as well. Thank you very much. Keep practicing, keep learning. Have a good day.
स्वाध्यायः परमं तप